What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining the Tully broadcast. So in today's video, me and Austin, I got Austin on again. This is going to be my last mock draft. I'm posting this. I'm recording this on the 28th, the day before the mock draft, or the actual draft. But I'm going to post it on the day of the actual draft, a couple hours before, sometime around like 5-ish or something like that. You can see me and Austin's final opinions. Going to be my final mock draft. I am done after this with mock drafts. After this is just going to be doing an analysis of mock drafts or actual draft, the actual draft, and seeing how each pick was. So that's going to be that. But me and Austin will be doing something similar to what we did last time, where I get a pick, Austin gets a pick, I get a pick, Austin gets a pick. So we're going back and forth. So I'm going to start off with the Jaguars. Austin will get the Jets, his team, and then I'll get the Niners, and we'll go like that back and forth. Got anything to say, Austin, before we start?
No, man, I'm all good. Let's get started.
All right. So I'll make this super easy. Trevor Lawrence, next. All right. Yeah, pretty much it's going to be the draft. He is it. I saw me and my cousin were talking about it, the one that was on, who's going to be on today. He was saying that Trevor Lawrence, it's like minus $20,000. Like 20,000 is the line.
Oh, yeah, the odds of it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. He's going to be the guy, and he's
locked in as the number one pick. You know, like Jaguar fans were already sending him donations for his wedding and stuff like that. And he tweeted back, he was like, yeah, hopefully I'll be a part of your community soon. It's like, oh, you know what I mean?
He's like, okay, cool, whatever. But all right,
a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, all right, let's move on.
Yeah. So on the Jets, there's no reason to talk about it. Like it's boring. Like I saw a meme saying like Jaguar fans aren't going to be excited because they've kind of already knew they've had him since December.
That is kind of,
It's a fact.
Yeah, like if I was if that's the number one pick, I would know what's happening. I know that we're taking Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah. All right, on the Jets. This is also set in stone, but Austin gave it to me.
Pretty much Zach Wilson.
Yep.
Zach Wilson's happening here,
Yeah, it's been a thing for a while now. He's gonna be the guy. I mean, there's no question about it, to be totally honest with you. I heard some guy had already said, I listened to Part of My Take, their podcast, and they had on Todd McShay, who's a big insider, and he had said that someone told him he's the guy. So this is another super easy pick.
Apparently he's already contacted all a few former Jets quarterbacks too to see how to handle the media in New York and stuff like that.
Which as a Jets fan, you should be kind of excited about that. That's kind of cool.
No, as long as he's getting prepared, because you're coming from Utah, growing up in Utah your whole life, transferring to New York, totally different. It's gonna hit him like a brick, probably.
Yeah, but hey. He'll be good.
He's gonna get thrown in there, hopefully, he comes out and he's our guy.
Yeah. You have to hope, because you guys haven't had much success at quarterback for a while.
We gotta hope Zach Wilson, the Disney Channel kid, is our guy.
All right, on to the third pick. And now, obviously, I was saying this before, but the rumor has it Kyle Shanahan is in love with Mac Jones and wants Mac Jones. The organization as a whole rather Trey Lance. I just feel, though, that they can't really go against a guy like Kyle Shanahan, who's a proven quarterback guru, who's a proven offensive mind coach. He knows everything. So how are you going to go against that guy? Also, put yourself in the shoes of the GM. If I'm the GM, I low-key want to be yo, you risk it. I don't need to risk it. If this kid sucks, this is on you. It's not on me. I said I like Trey Lance over him. You do it, though.
Yeah, that's, I saw a report earlier today saying that the 49ers we're trying very hard to pursue Andy Dalton and Joe Flacco in free agency.
Yeah.
But obviously it didn't pan out. So apparently that's making them take a quarterback who's more NFL ready a priority.
Yeah, I guess if that's what they're going with, because Trey Lance has
think Mac Jones is that.
Yeah, no, sorry, because Mac Jones is pretty much that. He has a super high floor and a super low ceiling. So, you kind of just know what you have with him. I don't like him. I don't like the pick, especially for the future. But I'm going to go with it's Mac Jones here. And I think it's a bad pick, but hey, it's the pick they're making. So
yeah, I just think they're getting another Jimmy G. What's the point?
Yeah. And you're getting another guy, too, who, has been around, and I hate to be, annoying about this, but it's true. When you have that offensive line, you have those – two receivers are going to be top 15 picks in this draft.
That's what I mean. It's going to be weird for him to see his receivers on his new team not have, 15 yards of a separation at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So, he was throwing to open guys, his whole career in Alabama. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the San Francisco, it's not they're necessarily bad, per se, with, their team, but still.
No. But yeah, I mean, the NFL is the NFL. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Alabama is just like that much better than all. You know.
exactly. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what happens here. But now you got the Falcons pick. Who are you going here?
Yeah, I still think Kyle Pitts.
Agreed.
I think Kyle Pitts for
I
sure.
agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think it's going to be Kyle Pitts as well. I think it's a good move. I think it's an interesting move too, especially because they're saying that they want to kind of replace Julio Jones, and Kyle Pitts can kind of be sort of the new Julio Jones.
You know, I heard that they're like, you know, like replace Julio. It's like hard. You can't really replace Julio Jones. You know what I
No, you
mean?
can't. But like,
You can
he would be the
try.
guy.
Yeah, you
No,
can try. You know, I don't think Kyle Pitts is gonna be on Julio Jones's level,
no.
but I think he's going to be a pretty good tight end.
I think they have similar build, and you could do a lot with him.
No,
Even if you don't even trade Julio Jones,
yeah,
you
right,
still
yeah.
have your offense is still like now you have him, you have Kyle Pitts,
Oh, yeah.
Julio Jones, and
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. Like that's
Yeah,
gross. That's a
those.
gross top
Yeah,
three.
no, yeah. Those are all like number one options, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, they'd be number one options on most offenses.
Yeah, that's what. So yeah, their offense is definitely gonna take a boost up. I think this year.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, on to my pick now with the Bengals. And again, I am surprised by this. I disagree with this pick. I do not think it's good, but they're going to go Jamar Chase. I think they're going to go Jamar Chase, and it's only because, like I had said with the Eagles want Jamar Chase, but they knew that the Bengals were going to take Jamar Chase at 5, so they said, fuck it, let's just trade and get future assets because it's the only person we want at 6. So it only makes sense. They're going to go Jamar Chase. They're going to try to get that connection going between Joe Burrow. Again, I think it's a bad pick. I think you need to get a guy like Penei Sewell, who has tons and tons and tons of potential. Everyone's saying he's going to be a future Hall of Famer, a generational, tackle. He's been the top tackle since last year's draft. Like everyone was talking about him last year, and you knew how strong that tackle draft was. So I think it's a bad pick, but that's probably where they're going to go.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's like crazy. It's like kind of crazy to me that they do pick Jamar Chase over Sewell.
Yeah.
Like especially after what happened to Joe Burrow this past year, like
dude, you see his knee?
Their offensive line is still, they haven't addressed their offensive line still.
No, and it's still Garbo.
That's what I mean. Like I don't understand why but I think they are going to take Jamar Chase. Like I sadly agree with you.
No, yeah, I don't think it's a good move, but maybe I mean I know this is a deep lineman draft, so maybe they feel like they can get someone with the top pick in the second round. I don't know, but
I guess.
But see why run that?
I would want that generational left tackle if I'm
exactly.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, on to the Dolphins pick, and this is a weird pick for the Dolphins. I feel like because Jamar Chase is off the board, and so is Kyle Pitts, but Penei is sitting there. Although you look at their needs, they don't really need Penei. You know what I mean? So.
I do see that, yeah. Because I did see, like, for some reason, Jamar Chase ending up in Miami. But if the Bengals, say do pick them, I don't think that they reach for another. Where's Devontae Adams? I mean, Devontae Smith.
He's kind of fallen, I guess.
Wow.
17.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not know that.
I mean, a lot of people have been saying Jalen Waddle is better than Smith, and it's just strictly because everyone's so afraid of Smith's build. He's like 6 foot and like 165 pounds. Like that's a little scary, but at the same time, try.
Did you see like all the receivers that were drafted as his weight? I remember seeing something about it.
No.
The only good one since 2000 was Deshaun Jackson.
Ooh.
That's the only good one. And the rest of them are no names. I was like, oh.
That's kind of sus. But all right, whatever.
All right. I think, we'll go with Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think they're gonna reach for. I mean, they could, but I think that they should build up their offensive line.
It doesn't hurt to have more offensive linemen. I mean, they have good wide receivers. It's not like the wide receivers are butt. I mean, they got like guys.
They still have like fast guys, and plus I think they can always get someone. They have they have pick 18 in the first round too.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. So, okay, on to my pick, and I'm a little confused with the Lions. I understand they really needed a wide receiver.
Oh my, honestly, man.
So this one's also
that the Lions. I heard they were trying to trade up for Jamar Chase, but they couldn't get it.
Yeah. So I guess they're gonna probably take the second best. They're gonna go Jalen Waddle.
Right? I guess replace Kenny Galladay.
It makes sense to me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And you got to replace Marvin Jones Jr. too. You don't have him as well. Who is their number one wide receiver? Like, I don't know it.
Marvin Jones is gone too now. Oh wow, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No.
I
TJ
know
Hawkinson.
Well, that's a tight end, yeah.
I know, yeah, but I think that's like their number one guy right
The guy.
now. Yeah.
And like I understand you don't want to rebuild with because they're kind of a rebuilding team. Like I understand you don't want to rebuild with a wide receiver, but like you legitimately don't have one.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, wow.
So like
Yeah.
you need to kind of get one.
Yeah, that's wow, man. The Lions are in a tough position.
So I don't know
Stuck
what
with
to do
Goff too on that huge contract.
Yeah.
Kind of stings a little.
All right, on to the Carolina Panthers though.
Now you see here. Do you think they take Rashawn Slater or do they trade back with the Patriots?
I liked the trade. I actually said I said the Patriots traded with the Panthers.
You do, right?
I think my last mock draft.
I really think that could happen too. And then I think
especially if Justin Fields still on the board.
I think they're gonna 100%. Especially Newton's been like repping Justin Fields since like high school. You know what I mean? Like they like Cam Newton has known Justin Fields since he's been like a sophomore in high school.
Really?
Yeah. So like he's been to all of his like Elite One shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, this is the number one prospect. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So that would be like kind of cool, honestly, to see Justin Fields end up there. But as a Jets fan, like I also kind of hate to see it because it's like,
fuck Sam Darnold over. But here, I want to give you a little bit of a report too. So I listening to that Part of My Take podcast, they had said that, or Todd McShay had said that, again, huge analyst, everyone knows him. He had said that there's an inside report that the organization wants to draft a quarterback.
Wait, what happened?
The organization wants to draft a quarterback at 8.
Oh, beat the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stumped me. It stumped me, and he said that would be the biggest surprise of the draft.
Because what's weird is that like I did just like they just traded Teddy Bridgewater. You saw that for the sixth round.
Yep.
And I saw someone say they were like some like NFL analysis was like, wow, didn't see, I do think they take a quarterback now, and I was like, wait, don't they have Sam Darnold?
Yeah,
I was kind of confused by that statement, and then I think I did hear that actually, but I don't. What the point was trading for Sam?
That's why it would make no sense to me. It would make no sense to me.
That's a wasted. That would be so dumb if they took a quarterback here.
So, but who do you think they go with then? I mean, I could see either trade or I could see Rashawn.
I would think the same, and honestly, I do want to say, we'll say they take Rashawn Slater.
Rashawn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rashawn Slater goes at 9. Oh, or 8. Sorry. All right.
Although I can definitely see a trade.
Broncos. On to the Broncos now. And the Broncos need a lot. They really do. They do need a lot. I don't know who you go with here. I've always wanted to pick the Broncos for a quarterback, but now that I have Trey Lance sitting here, and then Justin Fields, and
wow,
Vegas just came out with a stat saying, and Vegas is always right. It says that Trey Lance is now a slight favorite to be picked before Justin Fields.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't go against Vegas here, so I'm gonna go with Justin Fields, or Trey Lance goes at 9. I think it just makes sense. The offense is fantastic. It just needs a quarterback. And Trey Lance could be that kind of guy with such great potential that could bring that offense to the next level.
Yeah,
although I think it's kind of a tough start, though, for him.
Yeah. I think I was going to say the same thing because I don't think Drew Lock is their answer.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? He's just not good.
Not at all. But my biggest fear, although, hold up now. Maybe they traded for – oh, shit. Maybe they traded for Teddy Bridgewater in hopes that he could be kind of that guy that like is a mentor to Trey Lance.
Honestly, like I can't even disagree with that. Like really. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Because why else would they? I've been hearing rumors all offseason that the Broncos are trying to bring in a veteran quarterback to like have a competition between Drew Lock and this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, Drew Lock is ass, so whoever comes in there is probably going to beat him out. But I can definitely see that happening now that you said that.
Well, my biggest fear of Trey Lance is I think the kid needs time. I think he needs time because he only really played in like one season, sort of.
Yeah, right. I thought he's only played like some like 10 college games, maybe.
Yeah, so the kid needs time to like kind of develop and like wait a little bit. So I think if you bring a guy like Terry Bridgewater who could be his mentor and really help him out, I think he'd be on a better system for that.
Yeah, I honestly, yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. I
So
definitely
I
will.
like that pick.
Yeah.
You now have the Cowboys. So who do you think they go here?
I mean, honestly, JC Horn. I think
Yeah.
he's great. I think he's going to be a great corner.
Yep.
And I think Cowboys should definitely take that because their defense was not good.
No, their defense was horrendous. And so was that secondary. That secondary was so
terrible.
So garbage.
Yeah, so JC Horn, I think, is a good pick there.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. On to now number 11. And I'm going to go with, because again, like I said before, I made a video about it saying that the Giants are split three ways. They like JC Horn, just went off the board.
Yeah.
They like, the organization likes JC Horn. Joe Judge, the coach, likes Devontae Smith, and Dave Gettleman likes Micah Parsons. I have Devontae Smith, and I have Micah Parsons on the board. I'm going to go with Devontae Smith, and I'm going to say it because I've said it before. I think they'd like Devontae Smith over Micah Parsons strictly on the personality and the off-the-field issues. There's too many, where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's too many problems with Micah Parsons on the off-the-field problems, and they don't want to run the risk of having to deal with that again. So I think that's the best pick for them.
Are there a lot of off-the-field problems with Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like really bad hazing stuff. But my biggest thing to that, so on the other side of the coin, I think because clearly Penn State is a toxic environment, like you saw with Jerry Sandusky and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really bad. Not, I've heard a lot of stuff like it's bad. It's bad over there. So clearly, like, he's not in a good environment. And now I feel like if you put him in a team that is a good environment, such as the Giants, where you have guys like Leo, you have Logan Ryan, all these.
Yeah, right. You're trying to build that. Identity almost is like. I mean, Joe Judge is coming in, and I honestly really like what he's done with the Giants.
I love what he's done with the Giants. I love it. I love it.
He was a great choice as a head coach.
Surprised though, because when we signed him, I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
Well, that's the thing. When you guys signed him, I was like, well, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like a Pats like special teams.
Yeah,
right?
He was the Pats special team and wide receiver coach, and then Paul was like, I don't know who that is.
That's what. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Paul's a Patriots fan.
I mean, honestly though, like there was always that chance though. I was like, he's from the Pats organization. Like he could turn out all right.
Everyone's probably afraid he's gonna be like Belichick too, and that never really works out. So
yeah.
But I like him because he's not really Belichick 2.0. He's taken things from Belichick as far as like the stern and like crazy parts of that.
Right,
but he's also like he's like a chill dude. You can kind of see that too.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I've seen him like in interviews before. He's a personal guy.
Yeah.
Business guy. Straight to the facts.
Exactly. All right. On to the shitty Eagles. Who are they gonna pick?
Now, do the Eagles need a line? The Eagles do need a line. I was thinking at first, I was like Patrick Surtain or Micah Parsons, best player available.
Yeah.
But I think Christian Darrisaw would probably be better for them.
Interesting pick. I kind of like it though.
Only because their offensive line. I mean, you saw with Carson Wentz, this past season. Like
exactly, and
they got no offensive line.
The kid that I know that lives up here, he's a huge Eagles fan. He always tells me, "Oh, we have guys like Lane Johnson and Justin Peters and stuff like that." And it's like, yeah, those guys are really good. Like Jason Kelce, really good players. But none of them can fucking stay healthy, and they're like 35.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like you got to get like a little bit of infusion and like youth in that offensive line.
I think that's a good pick. I kind of like that pick.
Yeah, I think that is a good pick for them right there.
That would be good. I would also not be surprised if they take Surtain and Parsons, but I like that pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised because I like those are two good players also. But I think All
right, on to mine now. So I'm gonna go with here. I think they have to take an offensive lineman. I've said it before. I'm gonna go with AVT. Everyone loves this guy. Although he's not an offensive tackle per se, but everyone still loves him a lot. They all think he's a great player. I think he's exactly what the Chargers need. They need a little bit. They need some offensive linemen to protect your future. Your future is Justin Herbert. That kid's a top 10 quarterback, and he's not even like 25 or like 23 or whatever. However old he is, super young. So you need to protect that kid for the rest of his career. Get him a good offensive lineman.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would agree with that pick right there.
Although it would also, I would not doubt if they also went cornerback because they do need corner as well. But I think a bigger need by a long shot is protecting your quarterback, and that would be a great pick for them. Okay, now it's your turn. Who are you going with the Vikings?
With the Vikings here?
I've seen a lot.
Do they need an edge?
It's kind of, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have Kwity Paye. I usually put Kwity Paye in this spot.
I was just gonna go with Kwity Paye right there. So,
I have seen a lot of people like Kwity Paye to that.
I can honestly see that though, like because I feel like because they picked the wide receiver first round last year. I don't think they're gonna go with another like offensive weapon or anything like that. No. I mean, maybe they pick like an offensive line. Yeah, Kwity Paye. Yeah.
I like that pick. I like that pick. I've seen it a lot. I've seen them. Everyone kind of seems to like him. Yeah. Now on to the Patriots, your divisional rivals, and I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he fell this far, but Justin Fields. It's going to be Justin Fields, and that's crazy if that happens for them. Although I totally fucking see that happening.
I can definitely see that happening. Like, I really can now.
You know what I mean? I really can see it happening.
Yeah. I definitely see Justin Fields going to the Pats.
Him or Trey Lance. Because I don't think none of these other teams really need a quarterback.
Yeah, I would be honestly so shocked if, like, the Pats didn't pick a quarterback with their first pick.
Especially if one of the top 5 fall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, crazy. I feel like they have to at that point.
Okay, this pick I think is a pretty self-explanatory pick. And it's up to you.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, my bad. There was a reason I thought you were going. Patrick Surtain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of fallen in this one. He's fallen a little too far for my liking. It's him or Jaycee Horn. It's whoever the other corner is not taken like first. And I think they definitely need to go cornerback here for sure. It'd be just a fantastic pick for them. They have all of, their edges are good. Everything is pretty good there. Just that defense is kind of struggling in the corner position. They even
especially at 16. If Patrick Surtain falls to 16, that's a great pick. You got him.
Yeah, or Jaycee Horn. I think both would be great picks. I think both would be great picks. Okay, on to this pick, and I've seen this guy go here a shit ton. Everyone seems to like this guy a lot, and I'm gonna go with JOK to the Raiders. Everyone every mock draft I listen to, they're always like he is the perfect fit for the Raiders defense. Apparently, he's like the next Isaiah Simmons as far as like kind of like really versatile, and I think he would be great for the Raiders as far as just that defense getting better because it is.
I have seen him before, and he is like a very like hybrid type of player. He's fast. He's a good. I think he can in the right system be like a stud linebacker.
I agree. I totally agree. Okay, on to the Dolphins now, and now the Dolphins have.
Dude, I mean, I feel like you have to take Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
If you were to fall back to you at 18, that's probably arguably like a top 5 player in the draft.
Yeah, I totally agree. You going Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
I agree with
man. That would be a great if they got Penei Sewell and Micah Parsons.
Gross, dude.
Oh my
top 5 players in the draft.
That makes me sick, honestly, because they're in my division. Wow.
And you got Justin Fields.
That's crazy.
And you just got Justin Fields.
That could happen. Like, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, they're gonna get good fucking picks here.
And they could go Jalen Phillips too, who everyone says is a super good edge rusher. It's just a lot of people are worried about his concussion issues. That's the biggest problem with him.
Yeah, I have heard that too. But I think, dude, I think if Micah Parsons would have followed them, as a GM, I'd be like, yeah, probably,
You kind of can't not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially because they just lost Kyle Van Noy, too, back to the Pats and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, on to my pick now. So, I think this is relatively a good pick for them. They're kind of struggling as far as the offensive tackles go, and I think they need to go with Alex Leatherman here. I think he's probably the best player for them. Although Tevin Jenkins, I heard, is pretty good too. But I say they go offensive.
I've heard he was good.
Kill me, whatever offensive tackle they go. I think they're going to go offensive tackle. You never can hurt, and their defense is stacked. It's gross watching it. It's just their offense is not that great. An offensive tackle makes your offense way better. They don't need weapons. A quarterback hasn't fallen to them, so I think this is the best pick for them.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I think Alex Leatherwood's actually. I think he's going to be a good offensive tackle too.
Yeah.
He needs, man. What the? See with the Bears. Bears is an interesting one.
They are. Okay, you gotta realize, dude, like, we're at the point where it's almost like throwing a dart at the wall just with your eyes closed, hoping you hit the bullseye. Like, we have no freaking clue at this point.
Right.
You know?
I'm thinking either, like, probably offensive lineman or weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are there? Yeah, I mean, oh, wait, they have Allen Robinson still. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins?
Yeah.
I like Tevin Jenkins. I've heard a lot of good things about Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins could be honestly going to a higher team, to be totally honest. I've heard a lot about that kid.
Yeah, I have too, honestly. I think, like, yeah, Tevin Jenkins could go earlier than 20, for sure.
Okay, on to the Colts pick. And I think the Colts pick, I think they need corner. I think they're kind of struggling in the corner department. I think Xavier Rhodes on that team. I think that's the only guy I can really think of that's on that team. There's a great corner right here in Greg Newsome. This kid's an absolute stud from Northwest, a really smart kid. I know that sucks for you because I know I'm assuming you want to go corner with this next pick.
Definitely.
These next couple picks would be corners. Wow.
I see it like in a ton of like Jets fans mock draft. So like Greg Newsome, like they're dying for Greg Newsome there.
He's a good player and a smart player too. So
and we don't have like great corners at all. I think it would be a very good pick for us. But I can also see him taking off the board earlier than that.
But my biggest pick, this is your pick, so I'm letting you do it. But my biggest thing has been like, don't the Titans need an edge? Like, I don't get this website saying the Titans don't need an edge. Like, they don't have an edge rusher. That's been their biggest problem on that team.
Yeah.
I know they just lost to Dory Jackson, their other corner, so they are slacking that department. But you can have a guy like Jalen Phillips that fell to you.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, I think that if Jalen Phillips were to follow them, yeah.
I think it's a good pick. I really do.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, this is your pick now. Who are you taking? The Jets. You take both Jet picks. Who are you thinking?
I think
you got guys like Caleb Farley hanging out right now.
I was just gonna say Caleb Farley.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to fill your cornerback?
Yeah.
And if you look at it, your two top needs is QB and corner.
No, yeah. I think we have to take a corner with that 23rd pick.
Are you a little worried about his injury issues?
Farley, yeah.
Are you a little concerned about that?
With Caleb Farley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not going to lie.
That makes sense to me.
But, like, I feel, honestly, like that, like Caleb Farley can either just, like, I feel like he's going to be a player that is going to be solid for us, or he's just, like, not going to play due to injuries.
No, I agree. So
it's one of those.
It's a little bit of a risk, but hey.
Yeah.
No risk, no money.
Yeah. So I think you got to go there. Yeah.
Okay. On to the next pick. I would have said cornerback because I know they are struggling at cornerback position, but there's no corners really. This is a heavy offensive tackle draft. Yeah. Is there any offensive tackles here? Landon Dickerson, Samuel Cosme. I don't know.
Right.
I hear a lot about this Eric Stoke kid, and I hate to go corner for like 3 positions in a row almost, but
yeah, but I think Eric Stokes is going to be good though.
I've heard a lot about that kid, and I like that pick for them.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of what they need. They are slacking the corner department terribly.
But I can see that.
I can see the pick. All right, now you have the Jags. Who are you thinking here?
See, do the Jaguars? Nah, I don't think they go with like another piece, like another weapon for Trevor. Do you?
Well, they have guys like DJ Chark and Marvin
Right?
Jr. and stuff like that. And I know they probably do need a number one, per se,
Yeah.
like a true number one, but there's no like real number one guy that I like here anymore.
Yeah, that's what I
Not
was
clear
thinking.
off the board, so I don't really know if they would go with that.
I would think they probably go with like some sort of offensive lineman here.
Yeah, you want maybe Samuel Cosme?
Yeah, I was gonna say like like Landon, Samuel Cosme or Landon Dickerson, either one.
Either one? I'll go Samuel Cosme because he says they need
'Cause-
offensive tackle and he's more of like an offensive tackle type. So I'll go with that one.
fair enough.
Okay, my pick now with the Browns. I think this is a pretty set in stone pick. I like this pick. When you really think about it, like that Browns defense is solid in the defensive back area. They have a solid linebacking core. There's no real guy you ever hear of like, oh my God, this guy stinks. You know, they have solid weapons or pass rushers with, like imagine that defensive line has Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett. Now you want to add one more piece to that defensive line to make it even more stacked.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
Barrymore would make that even grosser. Would make that
You're
totally,
right.
totally.
Man, the Browns are gonna be good, man.
Mhm.
Like they can actually really be fucking good. Wow.
They're gonna be really fucking good.
Wow.
If Odell can stay healthy for them, they have tons of wide receivers on the other.
They
part.
have
It's
so
Jarvis
many.
Landry.
Yeah, dude.
Is
Wow,
Kirk
they built
Cousins
that
on
team so well.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Good for them. Good for them. Really.
Wow.
Good for them.
John Dorsey was their GM, right? When he drafted Baker and did everything from that point on, I'm pretty sure.
Think so. I think so.
Damn.
Here's your
Dude,
surprise.
honestly, the Browns, like this 3-year, 4-year transition that they've made is
Gross.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
What do you say about it?
Yeah.
All right, on to the next pick, though. Now you have the Ravens, which I think is pretty an easy pick. They have literally came out and said we're going wide receiver. So like,
That's what I was just like. I feel like they have to get a wide receiver with Elijah Moore. I think Elijah Moore is probably.
I agree. I think that could be a pretty good player. I think that could.
I think he can be a good player, yeah. And they don't have any they have Marquise Brown, who honestly I don't think is that great. I don't think he's that.
No.
You know what I mean? I think he is like a one trick pony almost. He can only like run.
Yeah, he just run fast.
He's just fast. Yeah.
Although, are you a little concerned, just being fans in general, like about Lamar throwing the ball?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to call him a running back because he's not. You know, he can throw the ball. But at the end of the day, too, like I think it's fair to say he at times has trouble throwing the ball.
No, it's not. Yeah, I don't think.
At times
Like,
he's
I'm not gonna
not
call
good.
him like a running back. Obviously, like, yeah, the joke's kind of gotten old at this point.
Yeah. Mhm.
But like you know, he has an MVP under his belt. Like, I gotta give the guy respect. You know what I mean? Like,
You have
he
to.
has an MVP. You know what I mean? Like, out of
Agreed.
that draft class, like, it's impressive. And to be taken last pick overall in the first round.
Yeah.
But no, I did like this past season. Like, the accuracy with him is
He's
just
suspect at times.
yeah, it is. It is. Like sometimes he will make great throws. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like, but I think like more often like he throws like inaccurate passes than
Yeah.
he will like bullet passes from pocket passer position.
No, I totally agree. And that's the biggest fear that I have with him. And so some people argue who are the huge Lamar fans are like, oh, well, it's not him, it's his wide receivers that suck. And it's like, okay, but
I wouldn't say that, man. I wouldn't. I feel like you can't put it like that. Because I've seen him miss throws. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I have seen him overthrow or underthrow like a lot of his like wide receivers or tight ends.
yeah. So and it's not like he has bad weapons or like bad players. So I don't know.
No, yeah, like it's like way better than the Jets had than something like that. Like
I think it's a fear they have to look out for sure. And let's see what they do with it. I mean, they're gonna go wide receiver.
yeah,
But like, let's see what they take, obviously, and let's see what happens as far as I'm just interested to see if Lamar is the guy. That's what I'm interested to see.
so am I. But do you know what? Honestly, I think that the Ravens like are always gonna stick with Lamar though.
Yeah, especially because he won an MVP. It's kind of hard.
You know what I mean? I think that they're going to like no matter what, unless he like were to obviously get injured. And
Also, you got to think about as like a non-winning spot, like so like he brings in so much revenue.
Oh, Lamar Jackson? Yeah.
And he brings in so many tickets and so many jersey sales. Like everyone wants, you know what I mean? Everyone wants to like know Jamal. So like that's great for the team too. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah. It's like it's very hard to get rid of a player like Lamar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. All right. On to the Saints pick. This is now, I think this is my pick, right? Yeah, this is gonna be my pick.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with. I don't like any corners here, especially saying we just drafted Eric Stokes. I don't see why they need a wide receiver, to be totally honest with you. I think that's a little strange. I think this linebacker, Jamin Davis, I've heard a lot about him. A lot of people seem to really like the kid. Yeah. I'm going to go Jamin Davis. I think it'd be an interesting pick for them to make that defense even better.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad pick there at all.
No.
I always see, you know, like with these like later picks.
Yeah.
With like, you know, all the good teams that made the playoffs and stuff like that. Like, usually you don't, like, hear, like, crazy stuff about, you know, obviously, like, the top 10 picks. But, honestly, like, I've seen just, like, so many, like, solid players end up in, like, in the 20 spots. You know what I mean? Like, good teams. Like, I'll see, like, someone, like, like a Saints player. I'm, like, linebacker. And I'm like, who was that guy? And he's actually, like, a stud now on the team. I'm like, all right, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a smart team in general.
Yeah,
okay,
I think.
On the Green Bay's pick, I think this is an interesting pick with Rashard Bateman hanging out there.
I was just about to say, with Green Bay, they didn't trade for any wide receivers to make the push, obviously, for Aaron Rodgers, stuff like that. So I think they probably would take a wide receiver here, no?
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot for them. I think that's what they kind of need to make that. Because, I mean, think about it. Like, they have
Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, stud.
Yep, stud player.
But the thing is, he doesn't have that number 2. He doesn't have it. Like, you got Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or Alan Lazard.
Yep. Or that kid St. Brown. Like, they're all suspect at number 2.
Yeah. Like, and I've seen, like, Aaron Rodgers throw them, like, beautiful time. And, like, them drop it. Like, they fully will drop the ball. And I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, like, this team does kind of need receiver.
So, I think this is going to be – I think this is Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I think that's a good play.
Okay, under my pick now with the Bills. But what were you going to say? Sorry, say that real quick.
Oh, no, I was about to, like, with Rashad Bateman, he's wicked fast. I think
he's wicked fast. And it's not even like he's just really fast. He's super tall, too.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's honestly, dude, that could be a really good number 2 option there. Like, take a little pressure off of Devontae, too.
Yeah. That could be good. Yeah. So, okay, on to the Bills pick. And I love this pick for the Bills. What's the one thing on that Bills offense that isn't a stud? It's the running back. It's just the running back. Their running backs are not that great.
Yeah. And I think either running back because they have the choice of the top 2.
Yeah. You have guys like Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. They're both solid players, but they're not studs. They're not studs. And bringing a guy like this in, I'm going to say it. I love Travis Etienne.
Okay. I was just about to ask whether you go with Etienne or Harris.
No, I think it's Etienne. I think it's Travis Etienne for sure. And it's because Harris is a good player and everything, but Harris is similar dimension to what Zach Moss is and what Devin Singletary is. You know what I mean? So bringing a guy like Travis Etienne, like I would watch, because my girlfriend Ashley, she used to go to Clemson, and I would watch Travis Etienne just carve up offenses. It was gross.
No, he is, dude. He does like NFL comparisons. I've seen like Etienne compare Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Honestly, like they kind of do like they are like very similar.
Yeah.
With like the balance that they have.
Yeah.
And like you know what I mean? I think and he's also very fast. Also another fucking wicked fast.
He is a great player. I think and he also holds the ACC record of all time. And think about like some of the running backs that came out there. Like he holds the rushing record of all time there. Come on.
That's a great pick. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I love the pick for there.
The Ravens have another.
Yep, because they traded. Did you see that trade? They traded Orlando Brown to the Chiefs and got the Chiefs' first-round pick. And there were a couple other picks in general too, but that's just the highlight right now.
Interesting.
And I see this pick being an edge. I do.
You do?
Yeah.
With Al-Jilari?
Yeah.
I feel like he fell this far.
He fell far. far. And I think it's just the best move for them is probably picking an edge. Their edges are kind of slacking a little bit, and you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Oh, really? Oh, look at that. This is Ashley hanging out with Travis Etienne.
Stop it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I saw him at a bar, and he like saw me recording him. And he's like, "Do you want a photo?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, I'm so sorry to bother you. And my friend Chase, like, he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god," and he's like covering up his face so you can't even tell that Chase was so tight. Like,
That's funny. Look at that.
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, if I went to like a Clemson bar and saw like
Travis
Trevor
Etienne.
Lawrence, Travis Etienne, it's like Trevor Lawrence. It's like, oh shit, like
Dude, she saw
Hey.
T. Higgins too.
she saw who?
She saw T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Oh, she saw T. Higgins too.
Yeah, he was like,
That crazy.
he was giving like pizza to T. Higgins. T. Higgins was giving out pizza to people, and he like gave
I
her
got a
pizza.
slice from him.
Wow, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, a little bit of a cameo for Ashley. All right. So on to this last pick we got here, and I think it's gonna be. I also like I've been going off the line with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I do.
I mean, dude, what do they need?
Nothing. Like that's the thing.
They brought everyone back. They have all their coaches back. They who are they missing? They can only get better from here. Like it doesn't matter who they pick. It really doesn't.
I don't know.
I think any one of these picks can go to them, and it'd be like, all right, good pick, yeah.
I like these edges here. I've heard a lot about Joe Tyron, and I've heard obviously Jason Owayu is a really good player too. I've heard a lot about him. I'm gonna go Landon Dickerson.
Okay.
You can't go really wrong with him. They're
You're building up the offensive line for Brady.
And why not?
Again.
Why not? You know,
Yeah.
it only makes you better. It only makes more
yeah.
competition. Like, why not?
Yeah, no, I
What do they have to
can't.
lose?
It's honestly crazy. It's like wow, the Bucks are really like that now.
I just can't believe they literally got everyone back.
They
Like,
got everyone.
They literally got everyone
man.
back. They just signed AB back too. Like they got
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They literally got everyone. I'm like, you know,
wild.
it is kind of wild. It is. It's the first time it's ever happened in like this era
So
where they like a Super Bowl team
got
has
everything.
brought everyone back again,
Which you know what? Also, like I'm a big fan of that.
and
because-
on like cheaper contracts.
Yeah. And that's why I love it so much because I hate like when certain players because my biggest thing with like, you know, I get Pat Mahomes wants to make the most money, but it's like, dude, Pat Mahomes, like you want to make all this money and everything. Like same with Dak Prescott, like, you want to make all this money, but like you also need offensive linemen. You also need wide receivers.
Exactly.
So like my thing is like
That's the
brand-
thing with Brady that's always been impressive to me.
Yeah.
Is that he understands that he will always need weapons and offensive lines to be successful.
Yep. And I've always saw that argument. I've always been like, dude, what has been the greatest dynasty this last 20 years? The Patriots. Why? It's because Bill Belichick would always make sure he had the top offensive lineman for Tom Brady, and he had a top defense and just a good system with wide receivers.
That's what I mean.
Always had it.
Little speedy slot guys that
Yeah.
Tom Brady ball in his hand is out of it in less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, and has time to do whatever he wants. It's just
Yeah, man.
that's been my argument against that. But yeah, I mean, I think this went well, dude. I like this draft. I love doing these. I really do.
Yeah, no, they're fun. You know, I'm not gonna lie. They're a ton of fun. It makes me think about like all the other picks, other than the Jets.
Yeah, totally. And how like Caleb Farley to you guys, not bad.
No, yeah, right.
Especially if he can stay healthy, that's not bad.
That's the is him staying healthy.
If he can stay healthy, man, that's a good
Because
pick.
I do think that he is a good player, Caleb Farley. I just know about his injuries, and like with corners, like injured, like they're not like big dudes or nothing. So it's like they can't always just get re-injured.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm excited to see what we do with Devontae, man. If we get Devontae Smith, which I think we might, dude, that means
I think you guys honestly. I saw Ocho Cinco once again. I have to fade everything that man says because I haven't seen him correct once. I don't know what's wrong with him. But once again, he's like, if Devontae Smith doesn't go in the top 10, like he was just mocking like all these NFL GMs and stuff like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
this guy hasn't been right.
yeah. So I'm a little afraid of that now, but yeah.
I'm like, I was like, if I were to put my money on it, I'd probably because you can bet you can take a bet that Devontae Smith like over under 10.
Yeah.
That's the line for him right now, and
Yep.
I think under 10 is like it's neg odds. It's neg odds.
Yeah.
Like it's like net minus like 200 or something that he goes top 10.
Yeah.
I can definitely like now that Ocho Cinco said it, like I think like he was like plus 120 to fall like 10 through 15.
Huh.
I think that he can definitely fall there. I think he's gonna go to the Giants,
I would love that.
and I think that's a great pick for you guys. So.
It's a fantastic pick because then we can add, because here's another thing that does is we can cut Sterling Shepard. Again, I love Sterling Shepard, a great pro for us. I love him. But
Yeah.
sorry, Shep, we can cut you. You haven't really been healthy. And we can get rid of his contracts. We can save like $10 million next year. We have to sign a guy like Jabril Peppers or something like that who's going to be a stud for us. So, like, it gives us room. And that is honestly, like, where I'm at with that. I'm really excited to hopefully get him because then we can have guys like Kenny Golladay, Devontae Smith, Sterling Shepard in the slot, Darius Slayton as our 4.
See, the thing is, though, like, now that I've seen that, like, one stat about Devontae Smith, like, I always thought, like, I was like, nah, his weight's not really a problem. His weight's not really. I literally, I saw all the receivers drafted from 2000, and literally the only one that had, like, a somewhat decent career was Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That is nerve-wracking. But again, too, like, these guys are going to gain weight. Like, he's gonna...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he has to. I feel like he has to.
Yeah. And, like, he's probably eating, like, shit at Alabama and, like, just being an athlete. Like, they eat okay. But, like, there's also nights where, like, he won't eat that great or he won't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, these guys they're going to put him on a complete diet regimen. They're going to get him, like, going as far as, like, they're going to have a guy follow him. They're going to have a chef for him, dude. Like, they're going to have everything for him. So he's gonna
right? Like,
he's going to have that speed. It's going to be gross. So I'm looking forward to that.
I can see it. Dude, I'm excited. This draft is fucking tomorrow.
I cannot believe it. I mean, when this is coming out, it's going to literally be a couple hours before the draft. I cannot believe it. I might actually even post it, like, tomorrow afternoon. But I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this draft ever.
So long. So long now.
I can't stand how long it takes. I'm so excited for this.
I know. No, yeah, I actually, like, it's finally, like, I keep on saying every morning I come downstairs, I'm like, oh, like, the NFL Network's on, it's like, oh, the countdown clock is on. I'm like, yeah, we almost there.
And what's so crazy, though, about this draft and, like, last year's draft is I just, like, feel like these players are so good.
Dude,
like, there's so many good
That's
players.
what I'm thinking, too, right? Like, I thought, like the first round in this year's draft is, like, it kind of looks stacked, dude.
Yeah. It's stacked.
Like, there's not, like, really, like, a bad pick, I feel like, in this draft in the first round, at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
The only bad pick I think was maybe, like, if the Bears, like, reach for a quarterback. But that's really...
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think, like, all, like, outside of, like, quarterbacks in this draft, like, I think all the offensive linemen, like, corners and stuff like that, like, they're just good players. Man.
Yeah, totally. All right, yo, do you have anything else to say before we wrap this bad boy up?
I don't think so, man. It's been a good one. I'm excited.
It's been a good NFL offseason. We're about to get into our real season. Season's coming up. I'm so excited for this, and I cannot wait. But I appreciate you coming on, man. And this is done. Today is the day because we're going to be posting it on the day of the mock draft.
Right. Today's the day. I'll say today's the day. Today's the day.
Today is the day we get to know who our boys are taking. I just want to know.
I know, dude. Well, the thing is, see, like, with one of our picks, I do know.
Yeah. But you don't know.
For you, actually, Giants fans, you guys don't know. You guys don't really know.
No idea.
Yeah, like, you can go, like,
a lot of different ways.
I do think, though, that the Giants do go with a weapon. I do. Right? I do think they take a wide receiver. I
heard they're also interested in if Penei Sewell kind of falls a little bit, they want to trade up for that. So I've heard that too.
I can definitely. All right, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's totally fair.
I mean, money, but yeah, beside the point. I think we stay at 11. I like Devontae Smith if he's there.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing too with this draft, man. Is like with where we're at, like there are so many things that could happen where like a guy could not be there that we like.
That's what I mean.
We're not in a good spot to be like, yeah, we're cool here.
Because the Jets had the 11 pick last year, and I kind of was like, I was like, I don't know, like these guys might not fall to us, some of these players. But we ended up getting Mekhi back then, so I was super happy.
Great player. You guys look forward to that future. But all right, man. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you coming on, and yeah, let's go, boy. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for listening.